Hey y'all, welcome back to Homemade Simple. I'm so glad you're here today. If we've not met before, my name is Lori. I love to share videos all about homemaking and frugal living, and today is cleanup day. We have a big party planned at our house for New Year's, and my house is a little bit of a disaster. And when I say little bit, I really mean a lot. So maybe some of y'all have been praying that you are less judgmental. This may very well be the answer to those prayers, because if you see my house, the before of my house, and you don't judge me as a terrible person and a terrible and awful homemaker, then you are on the right track, because it is a disaster, but it's okay. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna get it cleaned up, and I'm just going to try to focus my brain one room at a time and not go from one thing to the other, but to stay focused. This is the thing that really gives me a lot of trouble. Whenever I'm cleaning, I will pick something up and take it to wherever it goes, and then I will find myself finding something else to do, because there's always a million things that need to be done in one day. And so I act very scatterbrained and have a very low attention span when it comes to keeping myself focused on a particular task. So I'm going to try really hard to avoid those tendencies today. I'm going to try to focus one room at a time and get everything straightened up and move to the next. So I've got 2 bathrooms, my bedroom, the kitchen, the laundry room, Lane's room, and the living room. So that's going to be the chore for today. If you have something that needs to be cleaned, I'm sure it's not as bad as mine. Just throw this on the TV or on your phone, and we will get our houses clean, spick and span, in no time at all. So let's get started. Actually already cleaned my shower. Do y'all clean your shower while you're taking a shower? I don't know, that might be weird, but I already did that this morning. And so I'm just gonna really focus on the counters. They are ridiculous. I have this problem of not putting things back when I should, and so they start piling up. And so even if it was not a terrible huge mess, by the end of the week, it looks horrendous because I don't pick things up as I go. My mama did teach me better than that, but I never caught on to that philosophy. So I'm working really hard to correct that flaw in my personality. But until then, this is what I have to deal with. So I'm gonna go try to clean this up first. While I'm cleaning, I saw these clips, and I definitely need some help on my hair. I don't know what I'm doing anymore with my hair. It's always a mess. My bangs are at the place where I'm really regretting my life choice of cutting my bangs and having them at all, because they just are always looking wonky. And so my daughter gave me a hair clip, and I was like, okay, thank you. I don't use hair clips. And then my friend gave me a hair clip, and I was like, thank you. I don't use hair clips. And she was like, Lori, you've got to use hair clips. So Hillary, I'm going to put this in my drawer. I'm going to put this one in my drawer too. And I'm going to try to figure out how to wear a hair clip. And if this is in the next decluttering video, you will know that I figured out I don't know how to use hair clips. there were a ton of interruptions. Is y'all's cleaning day like that? Cleaning a bathroom should not take 30 minutes. It did today. That's okay. We've got all day. We're just gonna take it room by room. It looks a lot better. I got the counters cleaned off. That makes me feel a lot better about the situation in here. And it's not so messy and cluttery and stressful. Can't say the same for the bedroom. That's next on the list. I'm gonna go feed the baby, put him down for a nap, and then we will try to tackle the master bedroom. Okay, I got Lane down for a nap. He's not feeling good today, so this cleaning may take longer than I even thought it would. But while he's asleep, I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can. This room is gonna be where your eyes sort of get wide and you think to yourself, Lori, you are a total slob. And it's okay because I already know that. And this is just real life. One of my goals in being here is to sort of be a voice of real life. And so sometimes real life is my bed is not made, there's laundry all over the place. That's sort of where I am. I mean, this room is atrocious, but the good news is it won't really take me a long time to get it picked back up. The way we designed our house is an open floor plan. These doors hardly ever get closed just because it makes the kitchen feel so closed off and the house feels so, it just gives it a whole different feel. So I try to make the bedroom at least a little bit presentable when we have company coming over so that I don't have to shut the doors and it be sort of closed off. So that's my goal. I just don't want it to be atrocious. So here we go. Room number 2. Let's see how long this takes. Socks. Like, I don't even know what happens to socks. I don't understand how we start with a matching pair and then they just, like, literally the first wash, they just disappear. I do not understand this phenomenon, but I am so sick and tired of seeing these socks that I'm going to throw them all in the trash. And I hope that none of my children are looking for any of these socks because they are not going to find them because they have been in the laundry basket for over 2 weeks and Lane keeps dumping them out, and so I have to pick them all up, put them back in the basket. I'm hoping people will come and find their socks, but apparently they are not missing them, so I'm just gonna throw them away and I'm gonna feel really good about it. And then I'm gonna put these clothes away and then move on to my desk and try to make it a little bit more presentable. Well, I did even more than I thought I would do, so I feel really good about this. These are the things that I have that I know I need to do. I need to stop putting them off. I need to do them. One of them is an insurance receipt that I have to submit before the end of the year, so I need to get busy on that. So I'm just going to take a play out of Minimal Mom's playbook, use my clipboard as sort of the reminder that these are all things that I need to take care of pronto. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to go get my new 2023 planner, put it right here, and then I'll be done with my bedroom. I found this planner, this happy planner at Joann's last week, and it was $6. I really wanted to get the Passionate Penny Pinchers homemaker planner. I cannot justify $50 or $60 on a planner, so when I found this one for $6, I thought, I'm not going to sew anything. It's sort of a sewing planner. I don't care. I can look around that. And so I've already started using it for this week, and I really like it. I've gotten all my notes written down, so if y'all are still looking for one, check out your Joann's. Maybe they have some for sale in your area. Well, it's 12:30 and I've gotten 2 rooms completed. I mean, I guess that's better than 0 rooms, but I need to get busy and I need to start picking up the pace. This is the room that gets abused and used all day, every day. There's always somebody home except for church time. And so we use our kitchen, and we are not very good at putting things away. That starts with me. I've already told you that. I'm working on that, but I'm just going to sweep through and try to throw everything where it belongs and then clean the surfaces. Then I can move on to the next room. One thing I will say about cleaning that has really helped me as far as the kitchen goes is putting the dishes in the dishwasher and running the dishwasher every night. I know that sounds like duh, something that everybody does, but I didn't do that on a regular basis. My kitchen was 5 times worse than it is now, and it has really helped me when I wake up. Even if I didn't thoroughly clean the kitchen the night before, if I don't wake up to a sink full of dishes, it really helps the next day go a lot better. So if you do not do that, this is a perfect time for you to start New Year's resolution number 1. Determine to put the dishes in the dishwasher, run the dishwasher before you go to bed, and wash those dishes that can't go in. And then at least when you wake up, you won't have the sink full of dishes staring at you and making you want to go back to bed. Well, 10 minutes and that is completely transformed to what it's supposed to look like. How long it'll stay that way, who knows? It could be as little as 3 minutes around here. But a lot of times as moms, we just get to the things that we need to do when we get to them. And so instead of being hard on myself, I'm just going to be glad that this is completed. Now it's time to clean the stove and the rest of the kitchen, and hopefully the rest of it will go as smoothly as the island. party, or does a clean stove just make you feel so accomplished and totally reduce the desire you have to make supper? I'm sort of wondering if we could like not eat until the party. I'm gonna run that across my family, see what they think about that idea, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna go for it. Look what I got in the mail yesterday. It's a pastry blender. My mom watched my video and felt sorry for me for not having a pastry blender, so she sent me one. Those surprise Amazon packages, aren't they so fun? I was at Sam's, I think it was Monday, so that was the day after Christmas, and they had these plants on sale, 3 of them for less than $7. Well, I mean, I couldn't just leave them there to die of neglect, so I got 6 of them. So I know it looks like I'm a little bit of a plant hoarder right now, but I got them to give as gifts. I put one, you saw I put one on my desk in my bedroom, and so I'll probably keep a couple of them. I've already given one away, and I'm gonna give the rest to some of my friends, probably one to my mom, but just act surprised, Mom, when you open those, and one to my stepmom. The planter was worth that amount. I mean, it's like Dollar Tree almost. A lot better, and it just takes a little bit of initiative, a little bit of effort, maybe a lot of effort depending on how long it's been, but we all know as homemakers that the kitchen and all the rest of the house is cleaned just so it can get dirtied up again, and that's okay. Part of being a mama and part of being a homemaker is just recognizing the fact that a lot of our duties and responsibilities are things that are repetitive tasks, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a really wonderful opportunity to serve our families in this way, and to also feel so needed. If we didn't do this, who else would? It's sometimes discouraging whenever we clean a room just for it to get dirtied up again, but whenever that happens, let's just try to remember that our job is to raise little humans into loving, nurturing adults. And so if we can have a loving attitude in everything that we do, including cleaning the kitchen over and over again, our lives will be filled with joy and blessings that are extended throughout our lives. As our children grow and go through different phases and stages in life, we'll be able to enjoy that, and we will be able to look back on the times when everything was dirty, everything was on the floor all of the time, and we'll be able to look back on those memories with joy in our hearts and not with regret, because we were always yelling and screaming and being mad and angry that the kitchen stayed dirty. So let's just try to remember our goals and remember that this really is a wonderful life. Welcome to my hot mess of a laundry room. I don't know if this was a design flaw or not, but when I designed this room, I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into the fact that my laundry room was also going to be an accessible room even to guests. I don't know if that is a blessing or a mistake, but anyway, it is what it is now. We're not tearing it down and redoing it. So until I get a door, this is my reality. It's just open and messy. This is, I know everybody has a catch-all room. This is our catch-all room. Everything that needs to go out to the shop, that's Chris's tools, gets put in here on the table. All of the things that we are decluttering and going to donate get put on this table. All of the dog stuff is in here. All of the stuff when you come in from the car and you're looking for somewhere to just throw stuff down, that lands in here. Everybody does their laundry in here, and so a lot of things get left, a lot of things get thrown in the floor. This is just a mess of an area. Maybe one day I will have some better systems in place. Maybe that's something that I need to work on next year. But until then, I'm just going to take what I have and try to really improve the aesthetics of it for our New Year's party and deal with the rest of the underlying issues later. Interesting how I've been thinking that I've been straightening up the house, but what I'm seeing now as I'm trying to deep clean is that I was really just overlooking a lot of stuff. I don't know if that was a self-preservation thing that I knew I couldn't deal with it at the moment, so I just sort of ignored it, or if it was just sort of so much a part of what the house had looked like for a while that I didn't really notice. But I think it's interesting how it's really easy for us to get used to things the way they are, and I think that's just our way of dealing with or coping with the situation around us. I, from past experience, know that I can just sort of block out a lot of things so that I don't feel overwhelmed, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think sometimes we just have so many things that we can deal with, and then all of the rest, if we keep allowing them to pile on and pile on and pile on, it's just overwhelming, and we feel trapped and we feel isolated and we feel like we cannot even tackle one thing because there's so many to do. We can't choose which one. So I'm not sure if that was what was happening with the house, but as I'm going through, I'm like, this cardboard box has been here for a month. Why have I not picked it up? I thought that I was straightening up, and it just shows me that in the new year I'm going to have to be more aware and more intentional about doing a straighten up clean every week or 2 weeks to make sure that I'm getting every room. have 3 rooms to go. So let's just try to knock this little bathroom out. Maybe it'll go quick. Gets sort of disheveled really quickly. He has a bucket of cars and fire trucks and tractors, and if he doesn't see what he's looking for immediately, he does the dump and run, and he just makes a mess. But he's 2, that's his job. It's pretty quick to clean this room, and then we have one more room to really clean up and straighten. So I think we're making really good progress. Living room is sort of like one of those memes, tell me you have a toddler without telling me you have a toddler, because it is a hot mess in here too, and it's mainly because of Lane. So I hate to throw people under the bus, but sometimes that's just the way life rolls, and that's the kind of mama I am. I'm rethinking these little snowballs. We have probably 20 or 30, and they constantly stay on the floor. I got them out and I put them in a basket because I knew that the friends that came over for the New Year's party would think this was really fun and we could have a lot of fun with them. But he is having fun, and that's why I'm not going to put them up. I mean, snowballs are fun, and I want him to have fun, and he can throw a ball and it not hurt anybody. So this is part of the mess, toys everywhere. So anyway, this just looks like the rest of the house did. This is the one room that used to take forever to clean, and now it's really easy to clean up. I'll be done with this in 10 minutes or less. A lot better. The whole house looks a lot better, and I'm feeling really good about being ready for the party. I still have to wash the windows, and I need to definitely mop the floor. I need to clean up a little bit outside, and our decluttered donations that we need to get to the thrift store, I need to package those up, and then we will be ready for our guests. I'm really excited about the new year. The new year is one of my favorite days because it's just a whole new beginning, and you have messed up in the year before, but you get a restart and you get to have another chance to try to better yourself and improve on the things that are important to you. So I'm going to sit down this week and really reflect on 2022 and think about some goals that I want to pursue for 2023. I hope that you'll do that too. And when you come up with your new goals for the new year, I hope that you will leave those in the comments below. I hope that you got your house clean today too. It just is so relaxing to be able to look around and not see a mess everywhere. I'm hopeful that yours will stay clean for at least a couple of days, and I wish you a happy new year. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you again next time.